dialogue. Dialogue that's inspiring, encouraging, and motivating. Dialogue and conversations that will help you build your determination, your commitment, and your character. Conversations that will help you keep the faith. Everyone born of God overcomes the world. This is the victory that has overcome the world, even our faith. 1 John chapter 5, verse 4. And now, ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, without further ado, it is time for Matters of Faith, the radio show. Good evening. Hey, it's Monday, April 29th. It's 8 o'clock, and it's time for Matters of Faith radio show. I am your host and producer, Reverend Dr. J. Lauren Russell. And tonight we're talking about the topic and the article, What Have You Got to Lose? What have you got to lose? We're on Matters of Faith, the YouTube channel. We're also broadcasting on our Facebook groups. That is J. Lauren Russell and Matters of Faith. And tonight, my very special guest is Miss Nello Peary. You're going to enjoy this young lady. She's awesome. She's incredible. And she's got fearless growth running through her veins. So tell a phone and tell a friend. We're on again. Matters of Faith. What have you got to lose? Please don't forget our sponsors and advertisers, the JLR Company and J. Lauren Russell Consulting, LLC. For all of your church financial consulting needs, we have a website, www.jlaurenrussellconsulting.com. That's jlaurenrussellconsulting.com. Or telephone us at 718-328-8096, 718-328-8096. If you need a church loan, if you need to develop your property, if you want to know how to maintain your church property, if you need to train your trustees, if you need evangelism training, give us a call. We'll help. It's not about the castle. It's about the kingdom. Matters of Faith, the book. Through our Cash App, $ Matters of Faith, the book is $23.92. You can send your check or money order to the Post Office Box 301, New York, New York, 10035. That's Post Office Box 301, New York, New York, 10035, and address it to the JLR Company. You can also get it as an ebook. Just go to www.smashwords.com/books/view/993177. Once again, www.smashwords.com/books/view/993177. Check out the Eat Okra app for all black-owned restaurants all over the nation. Yes, that's right, Eat Okra. And then subscribe, like, and share our Matters of Faith YouTube channel. We are now broadcasting Matters of Faith on our Matters of Faith YouTube channel. Subscribe, like, and share it with a friend. And also, get your subscription to Better Mag magazine today. A 2-year subscription is only $27.50. Go to www.abettermag.com. That's www.abettermag.com. I'm extending an invitation to all of you, particularly those of you who are in the South Bronx, to attend an information session number 2 to talk about and learn about the Rotary Club. We'd like to establish a South Bronx Rotary Club, but we need you in order to make it work. On Thursday, May 2nd, from 6:30 to 8 p.m. at the Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Nonviolent Center, 576 East 165th Street in the Bronx, New York. 576 East 165th Street in the Bronx, New York. For more information, you can contact me. You have my contact information. Or go to Rotary 7230's website. That's www.rotary723.org. I hope to see you there. Yeah, I'm putting in some plugs for Rotary because on the 29th of June, I invite each and every one of you to join me as I celebrate my last day of being a district governor. Well, the next to the last day, because June 30th is my last day. But we're going to have the district conference, and we're going to have it at Yankee Stadium. We invite you to telephone and tell a friend to join us there. We will have a Paul Harris recognition. You'll find more about that. Individual and club recognitions, you'll learn more about that. The finals of the district speech contest, you will absolutely love that. And we're going to have a memorial recognition of club members who have gone on and are no longer with us. So please, ma'am, please, sir, scan that QR code or register today and join us at the Rotary District 7230 Annual District Conference on June 29, 2024. And now the article. What have you got to lose? That article can be found in my column, Matters of Faith, at the Bronx Chronicle, www.thebronxchronicle.com, www.thebronxchronicle.com. It can also be found in the Yonkers Insider, www.yonkersinsider.blogspot.com. That's www.yonkersinsider.blogspot.com. It can also be found, the column can also be found in Better Mag magazine, www.abettermag.com. That's www.abettermag.com. And Pamela's Big Heart newsletter. What have you got to lose? Deuteronomy chapter 28 verses 1 and 14 from the New King James Version. Now it shall come to pass, if you diligently obey the voice of the Lord your God, to observe carefully all his commandments, which I command you today, that the Lord your God will set you high above all nations of the earth. So you shall not turn aside from any of the words which I command you this day, to the right or the left, to go after other gods, to serve them. What have you got to lose? Predictive prophecy is a term used in theological circles that helps us to understand the likelihood of a prophecy happening in our lives. The little-known phrase defines a proverb as an offer, not a promise, that has already been decided. www.thebiblefornormalpeople.com says, a prophecy does not simply seek to predict the future, but to change the present. By that definition, a definitive prophecy seeks to influence behavior in the present to affect the outcome in the future. Such is the case in Deuteronomy chapter 28, verses 1 through 14. Those 14 verses of promise are of the if-then variety. That is, if you diligently obey the voice of the Lord your God to observe carefully all his commandments which I command you today, that the Lord your God will set you high above all nations of the earth. Verse 1. Instead of the word than, the writer uses the word that. The objective goal is the same, to influence present behavior for future benefit. Prophecies are not promises, but the predictability of those words of wisdom, when applied, can have the same beneficial outcome in the lives of modern-day believers as they had in the lives of the nation of Israel in the times the prophecies were written. We can all benefit from the wisdom of predictive prophecy if we are wise enough to apply it in our everyday lives. Just to be clear, the first 14 verses of chapter 28 tells us how to access blessings, but the remaining 54 verses spell out quite vividly, I might add, the negative if-then scenario if those predictive prophecies are ignored. Take the time to read the entire 68 verses in the chapter and you will see it for yourself. The first 14 verses can and should be applied not in some, but in every area of life. If the promises found there sound too good to be true,